You're watching her across the room. She laughs at something her friend says. Leans back in her chair. Adjusts her hair. And you think nothing of it. But here's what you don't know, her body just told you everything. Every movement. Every gesture. Every micro-expression screaming a language you were never taught to read. While you're stuck in your head, analyzing words and waiting for permission, she's broadcasting signals that most men are completely blind to. This isn't about pick-up lines or confidence tricks. This is about biology. About the ancient communication system hardwired into human attraction that happens completely beneath conscious awareness. And you're missing all of it. Let's destroy the biggest myth first. You think attraction is logical. That it builds slowly through conversation and shared interests. That women decide they want you after getting to know your personality. Wrong. Lust doesn't wait for your resume. It hits the nervous system in milliseconds. Before a single word is spoken, her body has already decided whether you're a possibility or not. And if you can't read the signals, you'll spend your entire life confused about why some guys seem to just know when a woman is interested. They're reading a language you don't speak yet. The proximity test. Watch where she positions herself. Not where she looks. Where her body goes. When a woman feels attraction, she doesn't just exist near you. She finds excuses to shrink the distance. To enter your personal space bubble. That invisible zone around your body that strangers never cross without reason. She reaches past you for something she could have grabbed differently. Stands closer than necessary in conversation. Finds reasons to brush against you that seem accidental. This isn't random. This is her biology testing yours. Seeing if you create tension or retreat. If you hold your ground or give it up. Most men notice nothing. They think it's coincidence. Politeness. Friendly behavior. But here's the tell, she never does this with men she's not attracted to. With them, she maintains distance. Creates barriers. Keeps the interaction formal and contained. Distance is rejection. Proximity is invitation. The triangle gaze. You're talking to her. Face to face. And if you were actually paying attention, you'd notice her eyes aren't just making contact with yours. They're drifting. Down to your mouth. Back up to your eyes. Down to your mouth again. This is the triangle. Eyes. Lips. Eyes. Lips. When a woman does this, her brain is doing something primal. It's simulating intimacy. Her subconscious is literally rehearsing what it would feel like to kiss you. This doesn't happen in regular conversation. This is the body betraying what the mind might not even consciously admit yet. But you miss it. Because you're too busy thinking about what to say next. Too trapped in your anxiety about whether she likes you to notice she's already showing you. And while you're drowning in self-doubt, she's moving on. Assuming you're not interested because you didn't escalate when she gave you the green light. The touch that lingers. She touches your arm during conversation. Nothing dramatic. Just a brief contact when she's making a point or laughing at something you said. You think, friendly. Nice person. Good energy. What you don't realize, women don't touch men they aren't attracted to. Not casually. Not playfully. Not at all. Touch is the most powerful signal in the entire attraction vocabulary. It's crossing a physical boundary that takes intention. That requires her to override the natural distance we maintain with people we're not drawn to. But here's what separates the signal from noise: duration. When the touch lingers. When her hand stays on your arm a half second longer than necessary. When she doesn't pull away immediately. That's not friendliness. That's an open door. Most men ignore this completely. Or worse, they interpret it as sisterly affection. Buddy behavior? Meanwhile, she's thinking, I just gave him the clearest sign I can give. And he did nothing. The validation hunger. Watch what happens when you don't give her attention. If she's neutral toward you, she doesn't care. She moves on. Talks to other people. Forgets you exist. But if there's attraction? She starts performing. Laughing louder when you're nearby. Telling stories she knows will get a reaction. Finding excuses to say your name or bring you into the conversation. This is her nervous system demanding validation from the one person whose validation suddenly matters. She's not doing this consciously. This isn't strategy. This is biology. The brain's reward system lighting up when you pay attention to her. Going dim when you don't. And then the test, she pulls back. Stops engaging. Waits to see if you notice. If you pursue. This isn't game playing. This is her subconscious checking if you're actually interested or just being polite. Most men fail this test because they never even know it's happening. Here's what this all means. You've been trained to wait for explicit permission. To look for verbal confirmation before you believe a woman wants you. But attraction doesn't work in words. It works in signals. In body language. In the ancient communication system that existed long before language ever did. While you're waiting for her to say something clear, her body has already said everything. The proximity. The gaze. The touch. The hunger for your attention. These aren't subtle hints. These are screaming signals that you've been culturally programmed to ignore. And the cost? You miss opportunities that were right in front of you. You friend-zone yourself with women who were attracted. You live in confusion about why nothing ever seems to work out. The truth is brutal. She won't wait forever. She won't keep sending signals into the void. Eventually, she'll assume you're not interested, or worse, not perceptive enough to matter. And she'll move on to someone who speaks the language. So stop living in your head. Stop analyzing words. Stop waiting for permission that will never come in the form you expect. Start reading what her body is actually telling you. Because in the game of attraction, the conversation that matters most is the one happening in complete silence.